Before we do automations in crypto trading, we need to select first a trading strategy. So this strategy right here is called EMA strategy. I believe you guys know about this. And we're gonna select the indicator in the trading wheel, select EMA, right? Just type EMA in the indicator, select moving average exponential. Then it will come up with this exponential moving average line. Basically, it takes the average of a group of prices, but it is exponential, right? It is more weighted compared to the simple moving average. So this EMA is very good for us to trade momentum. For example, price goes up above the EMA, we will buy Bitcoin, or you can use it on other stock market or Forex. So in this case, we're gonna use Bitcoin, and if the price move above the EMA, we will buy it. Then if it goes below the EMA, we will sell it. In order to trade automations on this EMA, we need to find the most optimum parameters, like which EMA length is the most efficient in this Bitcoin, right? So in order to do that, we need to download some data and do some back testing. So we need to do back test, and then only we'll move on to automation. So right, let's download some data. This invest.com link is in the description below, where you can download some Bitcoin's data. So in order to do that, we need to select the date first, where you can go to 2020 January, 1st of January, apply, and then press download. So after we download it, we'll open it out. Now I'm going to remove some unwanted columns. So I just need date, price, and price change. I'm going to insert a column row because I want to sort it out. Okay, I want to sort it from the oldest price at the first to the latest at the below, right? So I need to sort it out. So by pressing this corner right here to select everything, then I'm gonna go to filter. Then I'm gonna go sort from largest to smallest. And with that, the oldest price will be at the first row. Okay, so right now I'm gonna go to view. I'm gonna freeze top plane, top row. I'm gonna scroll it down. So right now we're gonna put in EMA columns. So in order to have EMA columns, I need to group a certain price, right? I must have a certain value, certain data for me to have an average. So in order to do that, I'm gonna scroll all the way down to 101 row. Okay, I'm gonna select this row. I'm gonna start my EMA here because EMA needs certain data to work. So I'm gonna put average. Okay, average. And I'm gonna type offset. So the reason I want to use offset because I want to offset it out, average offset out. So I'm gonna reference this price, 3 commas, negative. Let's say I want to use it on 50, and I'm gonna close it. So this is the average. So EMA needs referencing the previous EMA. So because we don't have previous EMA, we'll use MA, which is a moving average. So this is how we calculate moving average. So if you were to, compare with, normal average, and I'm gonna just select 50. I'm gonna select all the way to 52. So you will see, now I selected 50 price. It's exactly the same as the offset. So the offset and the normal average is the same. So I'm gonna delete this. So instead of putting -50 here, because I want to make it dynamic, I want to investigate on a lot of different EMA, right? Different length of EMA. So I'm gonna make it dynamically. I reference this cell. So over here, instead of writing 50, I'm gonna reference this cell, and I'm gonna press F4 to lock the cell. So right now I have error because I didn't indicate any value. So I'm gonna put 50 here. This is where I have my average. So in order to calculate EMA, you need multiplier. So I'm gonna put multiplier here. I'm gonna formulate the formula of multiplier, which is 2 divided by 1 plus MA. So this is my multiplier value. So the EMA formula is very easy. So we're gonna use exactly like this: close price minus the previous EMA times the multiplier, which is this cell, which I want to lock it, and minus again, right, plus, sorry, I want to plus again the previous EMA, which in this case is the MA, because we don't have the previous EMA. So right now, right, close minus previous EMA times, right, times the multiplier reference. Okay, so again, close minus previous MA or EMA, in this case we are MA, times the multiplier, and we need to lock it, and plus the previous EMA. So with that, we can apply to all, and apply to all, just double click on this black dot right here. So we have our EMA. So if you were to select C and E cell and draw some graph, you can see the price. Okay, you can see now the price of Bitcoin and the EMA, which is exactly same as this right here. So it's very similar. Okay, it's actually the same, just that we now calculate it on Excel. Now I need to put in my trading conditions, which is, right, if the price is above the EMA. But before I do that, I would like to remove some noise, because as you can see, right, some of the prices might bounce up and down between the EMA. So it will cause a lot of noise in my trading board. So in order to do that, I need to put a threshold to remove all the noise. So in order to put a threshold, I'm gonna press it, do it right here, threshold. Maybe I'm gonna put 1%. Right? I'm gonna have a 1% threshold from the EMA. So with just like that, I'm gonna formulate my position. Before that, in order to make you guys understand, I'm gonna put in difference between the EMA and the price. So in order to calculate difference, which is equals price over EMA minus 1, and I'm gonna make it to percentage and apply to all. So with this, we can see how far the price is from the EMA. So this price right here is below the EMA for 1%, right, and so on and so forth. So for the threshold, 1% means if it's above 1%, if the difference is 1% or more than 1%, then only we will buy Bitcoin, right? So in order to do that, we need to use an if statement. So if this difference is bigger than this threshold, and remember, lock it with F4, and if it's bigger, then I will put 1. If it's not, I will 0. 0 means I'm not gonna trade. So I'm gonna apply to all. And if you were to scroll down, you will notice if it's bigger than 1%, it will be 1, and so on and so forth. So this is how we gonna do our trading position. So I'm gonna move this aside right here by dragging this and move. So right now I have my position. I can have my P&L, where I'm gonna see if previously, if I open a position and what's the price change. So if I have opened a position and the price change is positive, I will earn. And if I open a position and the price change is negative, I will lose. So as you can see right here, I lose some money, I win some money, and I win some money and I lose some money because the price is negative. So just like that, I have my P&L. And with P&L, I can calculate my cumulative P&L. So in order to calculate cumulative P&L, I need to plus previous price, previous P&L, previous cumulative P&L with P&L. So with just that, we're gonna apply to all again, and I can plot my equity curve. So I'm gonna insert line equity curve, and just like that, I have my equity curve where I trade this EMA strategy. So if I were to move it over here, as you can see, if the price is above the MA, I will earn, and if it's below, I will not trade anything. So it will go up when it is in the bull trend. When it's a bull trend, I will earn a lot, and if it's the bear market, it will not trade, and it will also experience some drawdown. right, you experience some drawdown, and this drawdown can be seen from the chart over here, where if the price were to go right and then fall below the previous entry, then you have a P&L negative. So how do we find the best optimum MA and threshold? In order to do that, we can use sum, right? Sum, I want to get the highest cumulative P&L. So I'm going to put P&L right here, and I'm going to do sum of this P&L, okay, which is my maximum. This is what I earn. I want to maximize what I earn. And in order to do that, we can actually use solver, right? We can actually use solver. So how do we open up solver? We can go to here, press options, add-ins, okay, and then we can go to manage Excel add-ins, go and select solver right here, just like that. Now I'm gonna click on solver. I want to maximize this, right? I want to maximize this. Now I'm gonna change MA and threshold, and I'm gonna add some constraint. Okay, MA should be smaller than 100. Add MA again should be bigger than 2. Okay, we cannot have MA smaller than 1. Then threshold, we must be smaller than 1, which is 100%. And threshold again, it must be bigger than 0. So just like that, we can go to evolutionary and solve. So now the Excel solver actually found out these two combinations can get the highest P&L. So as you can see, my cumulative P&L was almost 3.5. Right? It means my investment can get 3.5x, right? 3.5x from the year 2020, right? This year 2020, all the way, right? All the way to year 2024, right? So in 4 years, we can get 3.5 times, right? How amazing is that, right? This strategy is so amazing, and we're gonna teach you guys how to automate it, right? I'm gonna teach you guys how to automate it in Python. So how do we trade this? So if we were to go to the graph again, the graph right here, for example right here, I need to change this EMA to 55, and then I'm gonna put in, right, a price range. So for example, if the price is above 4, right, I will trade, right, I will in my trade and buy some spots or open a long position. Okay, I'm gonna open a long position, and then if the price is below, right, let's say below 4%, which is over here, I can see one right here, 4%, then I'll exit. So it will move on, trade on and on with the same logic. So if you want to learn this, learn this strategy that can get you 3.5x in 4 years and automate your trading, okay, you can join our 2-day automated crypto trading challenge. We're gonna teach you guys how to code it out. I'll teach you guys how to code this strategy out line by line, right, using these parameters, and then the algo bots will trade it for you, so that you can sleep at home and do nothing and get 3.5x, right, in 4 years. 3.5x in 4 years is actually very, very high. So sign up right now. It's actually free. The link is in the description below. 2-day automated crypto trading challenge, where we can automate the trading. We're gonna automate this trading and teach you guys how to reuse bots and let it run, and then get 3.5x in 4 years. Even your EPF or your fixed deposit is not that high, right? You really want to learn how to automate it like such, right? Where I demonstrate it here in demo account, where I use this Bybit API, right, to automate these trades, right? Come join this 2 days automated crypto trading challenge. Link in description below, and learn how to automate your trade for free, right? It's free, right? Just sign up and join the challenge. Right, I'll see you in there. Peace.